Hey guys, in this video, we'll talk about the tent in BDO, the best ways to use it free to play, and some additional tricks for the free and Pearl tent. This video is mostly for players who don't know that you can get a lot of the tent features without paying pearls, and for people with the Pearl tent who don't have an active secret book of Old Moon. A lot of free-to-play players don't utilize the tent at all, as they believe that it's only usable if you pay pearls. The only difference between the free-to-play tent and the Pearl tent is that you can't get villa buffs from the free tent. However, you are still able to repair your gear, use the storage, and use the store to buy potions and the 50% drop rate buff. If you are a free-to-play player and aren't using the tent, you are losing 50 drop rate per hour and a lot of convenience from buying potions and repairing. Using the free-to-play tent, some of your camp gear like the Anvil and store will expire, but with some of the changes that BDO has done and the ease of getting new resources, it is very cheap and easy to remake your anvils and rebuy the store. To get the tent, you just need to complete a really quick quest in Bear called Adventure Support Start of Camping. You'll need to be on a level 50 character that has done most of the Calpheon main storyline to do this quest. This quest is super quick and you'll end up with your own camping tent with temporary anvils and shop. This enables you to buy the temporary items that lets you use the tent store and the tent repair function. The Old Moon camping shop lets you buy potions and the hourly 50 drop buff for 50 million silver. They expire after 7 days but can be easily rebought at any Old Moon manager for 14 million silver. This is only 2 million a day and the drop buff for endgame spots will easily repay this. The Old Moon camping anvil is a little more annoying as it expires every 24 hours, but you can now manufacture them in your processing tab with 15 pure mithril crystals, 2 pure vanadium crystals, 10 Old Moon anti-corrosives, 2 polished stone, and 20 steel. The only annoying item is the polished stone, but you can get that by grinding rough stone. The annoying part is that they don't sit on the central market like every other item. The Old Moon anti-corrosive you can buy for silver at any Old Moon manager, so those aren't a big deal. You can also manufacture these in workshops for 2 golden pearls instead of the 15 mithril, but that will take workers a little bit of time. The anvil is probably a little bit more annoying, but you can stock up on these and pop them if you're doing a lot of grinding for that day. The Old Moon shop is a lot more important and it's super easy to get since you only need to spend 14 million silver to get a 7-day expiry date. You can also buy the Old Moon camping container for 7 days at any Old Moon manager, but this isn't really as useful since 200 weight is just really little these days. But with a short quest and a little bit of silver, you can use almost all of the functions of the paid tent without paying a single pearl. Now that we have a tent, there are some really handy shortcuts that you can set up, which lets you save time when using the tent. You can set an Alt hotkey on both placing the tent, picking up the tent, repairing the tent, and using the tent shop. This lets you place the tent down just by pressing Alt and the hotkey you assigned. You can also immediately get into the repair menu without having to use your mouse. This lets you just press whatever hotkey you assigned, and then click repair to repair your items. Finally, picking up your tent, you just need to click the assigned hotkeys and not have to use your mouse. I have Alt R set to repair, Alt E set to place, and Alt W set to remove, but you can honestly use any hotkey that you want. Grinding, it may not be too big of a deal, it just saves some time, but if you are life skilling, this saves a lot of time for some hunting and gathering rotations. Now moving on, for players who have the paid tent, because of Magnus and some changes to how Villa invitations work, you can get the Villa Scrolls super easily without having a secret book of Old Moon popped. Since using Villa Scrolls is a huge part of why people want the Old Moon books, if you are able to get Villa buffs without it from your tent, you can save yourself 2,500 pearls a month. Now of course Old Moon books does come with other benefits, but if you don't change skill add-ons too frequently and aren't pushing for life skilling experience, being able to not use the Old Moon books is really nice. To use Villa Scrolls in your tent without an Old Moon book, you just need any Villa invitation from any Villa on a character. It doesn't matter what Villa you go to or what type of invitation you have. You will be able to get all 3 different Villa buffs as long as the pass is active and on the character of choice. Most players just pop an alt character out there, buy any Villa pass, and then use a maid to take the item from that character to whatever your main character is. With Magnus, it is super easy to move over Villa invitations, so there is really no reason not to do this if you have a premium tent without a secret book of Old Moon. Again, you can only use this if you have a premium tent, since you need an orange grade tent to use this feature, but the paid tent is a one-time purchase, so many players will have the premium tent but not have an active secret book of Old Moon. Anyways, that's basically it for this video. The reason I made this is because I see a lot of new players who don't have the premium tent simply not use their tent since they don't know about the free-to-play tent or think that it's useless. Since you can get the tent store which sells potions and drop buff without spending pearls, it is a huge thing, especially for early spots where drop rate does play a big role. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I hope to see you all next time.